Hi, I'm Steven. I was born with HIV. I'm 34 and I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and this is my story. Growing up, my grandpa raised me, also my uncle, but she would always give me a pill that I had to take every single day. And I would take it as I would listen to my grandma because that's my grandma. So taking this pill every day, one time, two times, my regimen changed because uh, I guess my grandma didn't know what she was doing, but she tried her best. I remember one time she crushed up the pill and gave it to me, and knowing my how educated I am now, you're not supposed to do that. Just growing up, taking my pills and going to the doctor every other month. Just to fast forward, when I became a teenager, I started to wonder, why was I taking pills? Why was I going to the doctor every other month? And I don't remember, but I either asked my doctor, or my mom told me, my grandmother told me, and she told me my mom gave me HIV, and I transmitted it. She transmitted it to me, and it I didn't feel shocked at that very moment, but eventually I had this anger that built up inside of me, and I was so angry at my mom. I was, and eventually I pushed through and told myself in order for me to move forward, I had to forgive her, even though she never knew that I was mad at her. Um, so while pushing through, um, I forgave her, and just how my life changed moving forward, I had the opportunity to work at the same place that I was getting care from. There was an opportunity there, and I took it. It wasn't something I wasn't into or anything of that sort, but I took the chance of being an outreach specialist at Brooklyn Hospital. And just all in all, I loved it. I fell in love with HIV testing and just just educating people because I had to do a training, and it wasn't a long uh, program. It was a program that I was in, so it was grant funded, of course, and it finished, so it ended. So I rushed to find the next best thing. I, I stumbled upon a company called GMAD, and GMAD uh, and HF at the time was kind of collaborating when they first started. And I was an HIV tester, of course, and I loved it. That ended, so I was waiting and trying to see if I can join HF, which I eventually did, but I wasn't in the position which I am now. But I wasn't in the position that I wanted. I was working for HF for 8 years. Um, I had to quit to take care of my grandma. And just one thing about my grandma, this woman right here, she saved my life. I don't know where would I be. She was the one who found out that my mom was positive. And because I was dying, to be honest, from what she told me, I was dying. I had my eyelids back to the back of my head, and they didn't know what's wrong. So she asked for an HIV test. And that's when they found out I was positive as well. Just backtracking, out of all my siblings, my sisters, I'm the only person that has the virus. And that's why I was so mad at my mom at that point. But anyway, So now, this current moment, I work for the AIDS Healthcare Foundation as a HIV testing counselor. My go-to line is if someone's not willing, ready, and able to be educated, then they're not ready to listen to stop the stigma. And and that's okay if they're not ready. But my go-to thing is to educate as much people as possible, get people to get tested, and if they're positive, get them into care as soon as possible, and just being a supportive hand and letting them know that I'm here. I was born this way, like Lady Gaga, and I'm living my best life.